हेलो।
हाँ।
हाँ मैम, अभी तो आप आए नहीं इसमें।
इसमें तो आ रहा है कि मीटिंग विल बिगिन व्हेन ट्रैफिक सेक्शन
हाँ
अराइव्स।
तो आप इसमें आप वो कहिए ना, आप तो पहले ज्वाइन करेंगे ना आप इसमें।
ज्वाइन किया ना, मैं दोबारा करती हूँ।
हाँ जी।
दोबारा करती हूँ,
हाँ जी।
ये मैंने किया था ज्वाइन, मुझे ये नहीं लग रही है, मैं करती हूँ दोबारा। ठीक है।
हाँ जी मैम।
हम्म।
आगे आगे।
हाँ। अब जो जैसे ये
मैं आपको बना रहा हूँ।
प्रेजेंटर का, हाँ प्रेजेंटर का नाम।
हाँ जी मैम, आ गया तो।
मेरा आ गया ना स्क्रीन।
हाँ जी हाँ जी, आपका मैंने अपना ऑफ कर दिया है।
अपना तुमने क्या वीडियो भी ऑफ कर दिया?
हाँ, मैंने अपना वॉइस भी और कैमरा भी दोनों ऑफ किया हुआ है।
तो मैं एक मिनट अपना वॉइस ऑन करके तुमसे उसके थ्रू बात करती हूँ, मोबाइल बंद करके।
ठीक।
हेलो।
हाँ जी मैम।
आ रही है अब आवाज इसके थ्रू?
हाँ जी मैम।
हेलो।
हाँ जी मैम, आ रहा है।
आ रही है ना? हाँ मुझे आ रही है आवाज।
हाँ जी हाँ जी, आ रहा है।
एक सेकेंड, मेरा ये पूरी स्लाइड दिख रही है तुम्हें? एक सेकेंड।
हाँ जी, पूरा दिख रहा अभी।
अब सारी दिख रही है ना ऐसे?
हाँ जी।
हम्म।
हाँ जी हाँ जी।
सब दिख रही है ना, बदलती हुई भी दिख रही है?
हाँ जी।
ठीक है।
हाँ जी मैम।
लेकिन अब एक चीज है कि जो स्टूडेंट्स अपना वीडियो देते हैं वो भी मतलब साइड में हो जाएगा ना, क्योंकि वो बीच में मैंने देखा बड़ा इंटरफेयर करता है। जो यूट्यूब की रिकॉर्डिंग होती है ना उसमें हमारी वाली स्लाइड बड़ी छोटी हो जाती है।
यूट्यूब वाले मैम।
अच्छा। हाँ एक सेकेंड में ना हेडफोन लगा के तुमसे पूछती हूँ कि आवाज अब बेटर है या पहले बेटर थी, एक मिनट। हेलो।
हाँ जी मैम।
हेलो।
हाँ जी।
आप आवाज बेटर है?
वैसे भी सही था, ऐसे इससे भी अच्छा है वैसे तो।
हाँ क्योंकि इसमें थोड़ा सा एक माइक है।
हाँ जी हाँ जी।
अच्छा। तो कोई खास फर्क नहीं है?
नहीं नहीं, ठीक है मैम, दोनों का आवाज़ ठीक है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं उसमें।
आवाज आ रही है ना
हाँ
पूरी
जी
ठीक
हाँ
से?
जी हाँ जी।
ठीक है।
तो मैं अपना माइक ऑफ कर दे रहा हूँ मैडम।
ठीक है। ठीक है। थैंक यू।
ओके।
मैं आज पूरा दिन यहाँ रहूँगी। मेरे 2 घंटे का क्लास, अब सुबह सुबह 1 घंटा और दोपहर को 1 घंटा।
नहीं, अभी तो रैनी मैडम का है।
हाँ, इसलिए उसके बाद मेरा 1 घंटा, फिर लंच के बाद फिर से मेरा 1 और घंटा।
तो आपका
11 to 12
ठीक
और
है,
2 to 3।
11 to 12 ठीक है। तो आप मेरे को फ़ोन कर लेना फिर।
हाँ हाँ, इसलिए मैं यही रहूँगी क्योंकि मैम को कुछ प्रॉब्लम है सर।
और 12
to 1 तो ब्रेक होता है।
हाँ, 2 to 3 आपका है।
हाँ, फिर 3 to 4 मेरा कलीग है
ठीक है।
मोनिका, वो शायद, हाँ वो भी यही आएगी।
उसके बाद तो कुछ नहीं।
हाँ हाँ, आज हम सोच रहे जल्दी ख़त्म कर ले।
तो अगर जो आपको इसमें देखना है,
नहीं नहीं, इसलिए मैम कह रही थी कि यहाँ का कैमरा ऑफ करना है।
वो तो मैंने वो कर किया हुआ, सब कुछ किया हुआ। तो
हाँ हाँ ठीक है, बस वही देख।
अगर जो आपको यहाँ से देखना होगा ना, ये देख सकते हो आप।
अच्छा, कुछ बच्चे, अच्छा नाम भी है।
ठीक है ना, अगर आपको देखना हो तो यहाँ से आप अटेंड कर सकते हो।
हाँ हाँ हाँ, अच्छा हाँ, मैं अटेंड करूँगी।
ठीक है
हाँ,
ना,
यहाँ
अपने
से।
फ़ोन का वो करना नहीं पड़ेगा आपको,
हाँ
फ़ोन
हाँ,
से लैपटॉप से
जी
यहाँ से बैठ
करेक्ट
के आराम
करेक्ट।
से।
हाँ, और इसको करके
नहीं,
फिर ये बुलेट वाला कुछ ऑप्शन मैम कह रही थी
कौन सा
कि
था?
अगर हमें ये कर्सर को चेंज करना है।
नहीं, ये तो मैंने मैम को बना रखा भी, मैम है भी।
अच्छा, तभी जब मैं प्रेजेंटर हूँ तभी मुझे ये सब आएगा।
अभी हमारा माइक भी ऑफ है,
कैमरा भी ऑफ है
कैमरा भी ऑफ है।
और रिकॉर्डिंग
वो यूट्यूब वाला तो चल रहा
चल रहा है,
है, वो तो
रिकॉर्डिंग।
चलता
ओके
रहता है।
ओके।
वो तो परमिशन वो सब दे रखा है, रिकॉर्डिंग तो करना ही
नहीं
पड़ेगा।
नहीं, मैम से पूछा।
नहीं नहीं, वो उससे पूछने किसी से पूछने की जरूरत नहीं है,
अच्छा
वो तो फिक्स किया हुआ है, टेलीमेडिसिन वाला ना।
अच्छा, ठीक, सबका करना ही होगा।
वो तो ये आपका नहीं है, तो जब पहले भी जो क्लास शुरू किया था ना फर्स्ट टाइम से,
हाँ।
जब से ही चल रहा है तो।
नहीं नहीं, कुछ कुछ प्रेजेंटर्स ना वो जान ऑफ कर देते
नहीं नहीं, अब तो
रिकॉर्डिंग।
यूट्यूब पे भी चल रहा है।
you see the full screen? The students who have joined? Hello? Okay. Thank you. We still have 4 minutes. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay.
हेलो गुड मॉर्निंग मैम जी जी नो नो मैम दोज नंबर्स विल गेट मिनिमाइज्ड दोज में हाँ yes ma'am as the people go on increasing the boxes will become smaller and smaller yes ma'am it becomes very small only 26 students you want that to be visible or not ma'am ma'am that view there is a on top of the where the in that you okay then I should put it yes ma'am when I'm doing the camera option now your screen is becoming big but ma'am but those names are still there on top because the option here says view everyone suppose I put ma'am hide everyone is also there I put it as hide everyone जी no ma'am हाँ images you can't see but that attendees का symbol is there no ma'am yes ma'am I hid everybody and now I went to the attendees I can see who all are there ma'am we'll keep it hide everyone only okay ma'am attendees will be seen when you click on that side button no ma'am nothing please ma'am take care thank you जी ma'am like I have 2 hours now and so don't think about me ma'am you finish the class ma'am mine is bone only I try to finish जी break yes ma'am no ma'am I'm here only in LT I'll be sitting here only in LT जी you can always call me ma'am जी जी oh yes ma'am हाँ जी हाँ if there's any problem and then you just generate the ID and put it in the WhatsApp group or something and then ma'am then they will join immediately Ma'am, just now when you were asking whether full screen and all is there, I could hear you very loud and clear, Ji. Yes, ma'am. Ji, thank you, ma'am.
Very good morning to all. I'm Professor Renu Dhingra. Welcome to AIIMS New Delhi. In fact, many congratulations to all of you for getting selected in AIIMS New Delhi. Everyone knows the best medical school of India, and you really deserve congratulations and applause. You have really arrived at the land of opportunities. You need to stay focused as you have been till now. And of course, working hard, maybe that is in your blood. So today we start with 2 lectures. The second lecture of general embryology, as you were told on Saturday by Dr. Tony. So the embryology will be covered under 2 broad topics. The general embryology, which has a series of 6 lectures. So today is the second one. And the systemic embryology, where we will be dealing with various systems according to what we are teaching you in gross anatomy, the microanatomy, and the embryology. Now, in general embryology, after 6 lectures, we will be having a major practical. Let us see how we organize it online, because it is again a challenge. And in systemic embryology, maybe after 2 or 3 lectures, we will have one practical. And those three-dimensional models. A lot of hard work has been put on creating those models in order to make your understanding of the subject better. Okay. So we start with the second lecture, that is fertilization. So the first two lectures, that is spermatogenesis, which you had on Saturday, and oogenesis, the fertilization. These two lectures actually you have quite a bit of an idea from your school syllabus. So these two will sound more simpler to you, but as we move on, we will add more and more information. The subject is slightly tough to understand, and that too without being physically there to make you understand, but still the faculty is going to try their best to give you a good understanding of the subject, embryology. So this is just the overview of what we had seen on Saturday, where the two male gametes, I mean the male and the female gametes, were produced after the process of gametogenesis. So now we will see the fusion of these two haploid gametes to create a zygote. Before we go over to the lecture, let me put some pictures in front of you. Yes. Does anybody recognize these two gentlemen? Have you seen them anywhere? Doesn't matter. Okay. Another image. Another image. Okay. Now, we'll talk about these people in a short while. Excellent, excellent. Somebody writes first test tube baby. Excellent, yes. So, who's the first test tube baby? We'll just see. So, coming to the process of fertilization. The process by which male and female gametes fuse is known as fertilization. Yes, somebody is writing the name also. See, I may not be able to see the chat box very often. I see it in between and try to answer the questions. Fertilization is a sequence of coordinated molecular events involving the merging of sperm with the egg, the fusion of the pronuclei, and intermingling of the maternal and paternal chromosomes. Now, where does it occur? It occurs in the ampullary region of the uterine tube. We know that after this fimbria coming from the infundibulum, this white part of the fallopian tube here is known as the ampullary region of the uterine tube. Now, how do we help the oocyte to reach this place? So, the nature has provided this end of the uterine tube. Okay, you can see this end of the uterine tube. So, this end of the uterine tube, which is having these projections called fimbria. Okay, so this comes and covers the ovary during ovulation, and they sweep the ovulated ovum, they capture it, sweep it into the uterine tube, and then the peristaltic waves which are generated by the muscles present in the wall of the uterine tube will bring the ovum towards the ampulla, then the isthmus, and then the intramural part of the uterine tube. This is just to show you that how the epithelium of the uterine tube is designed to capture that ovum, and it is having cilia which helps in propulsion of the ovum, the released ovum. Apart from that, if you see in the lower magnification, these are the muscles lining the uterine tube wall. This is the epithelium which is folded. You can see the lumen is hardly visible. Okay? So the rhythmic contractions of the muscles and the cilia present on the uterine tube will assist the ovum to travel into the uterine tube and reach the uterine cavity. Now looking at the second gamete, that is the male gamete or the sperm. What happens? The sperms, when they enter the vagina or when they are placed into the vagina, they cannot fertilize the oocytes when they are newly ejected. Okay? So why does that happen? They are not actually fit enough to do that. So there is a process where there is an identification and selection of the fittest spermatozoa for fertilization. Why do we do that? This ensures that offspring receives the highest quality of the genetic material. Okay? And selection is based on phenotype, functional characteristics, genomic and molecular integrity. Okay? That is, this entire selection process, whatever is happening, where we are selecting one of the fittest spermatozoa to reach the uterine tube. We all know that millions of spermatozoa are lodged in the vagina, and it is only few hundreds which reach the ample of the uterine tube. So this entire journey from the vagina to the uterine tube actually is controlled by the female genital tract, the secretions by the female genital tract, and it's an extremely efficient and stringent process where various factors actually make sure that only the highest quality spermatozoa reach the ample of the uterine tube. Maybe it is the vaginal secretions, the cervical secretions, or the lymphocytes, the immune system which is there in the uterine cavity. They all come together to select the good quality spermatozoa. Now, when the sperm is lodged into the vagina, there are many factors which will now assist the sperm to reach the ampulla. Okay? So, what happens is, to get the sperms out of the seminal plasma, that is, when they are in the coagulum, so there is a prostate specific antigen. You can see there is a prostate specific antigen which actually tries to loosen up the whole volume of the semen which has been put there. Okay, there is an enzymatical degradation. Not only that, the cervical mucus which is there closer to the ovulation has a tendency to become more hydrated. It increases in amount and becomes less thick, just to enable the easier sperm transport. Okay, these two factors are also assisted by the muscular contractions of the uterus and uterine tube. The prostaglandins secreted by the uterine epithelium also increase the uterine motility, and the fructose is there for the energy source for the sperm. So these are just few things which are now assisting the sperm to reach its target, that is the ampulla. Now, as I said, one thing is that selection of the sperms, like that the fittest should reach, but even the one which is fit enough as far as the morphology, the motility and other things are concerned, these freshly ejaculated sperms are unable to fertilize the oocytes. If you just pick up a freshly ejaculated and try to do the fertilization, it does not happen. So what does that mean? That means even these sperms need to be readied, need to be primed, or there has to be some sort of capacity building. Okay? And that process of readying the sperm is known as capacitation. You heard this term in your school. Okay? Capacitation. But you were just told that it is readying the sperm or priming the sperm. Now let's just analyze it further in details. What exactly is the capacitation? In simple terms, it's a period of conditioning that occurs in the female genital tract, where the sperms are being conditioned. Okay, how? Of course, it takes some time, 5 to 7 hours in humans. It can vary in different species, 1 hour in mice or 6 hours in rats. Now, when we look at the covering of the sperm here, we can see that over the nucleus there is the acrosome. So this acrosome is covered by the sperm plasma membrane. Fine. And here we have the connecting piece, the med piece, which has the mitochondria and the rest of the part. So now this part of the plasma membrane has some glycoprotein coat and some proteins which overlay the acrosome region, so they are actually removed from there. Not exactly removed, we can say that there is a redistribution, modification, and coupled with removal or appearance of some glycoproteins, surface sugars, or sugar binding proteins which are there on the membrane overlying the acrosome region. Now, all these things which are happening, okay, are actually assisted or caused by the vaginal